Right. Yeah. Today we have about, I'm gonna say, 8 inches of snow here. It's came down pretty good. The past. Oh. Anyways, snow, cold, whatever. So, just kind of hanging out. Had a customer seat that broke. It sheared off at the pivot here, which I've never seen done. So we got a seat swapped out for him, got him back on the road, all that good stuff. But it's a decent seat, it's clean, it's not tore all up, anything like that. So, hanging out here on the snowy day, I'm just gonna see if I can't get it at least tack welded back into place a little bit, and maybe throw some casters on it or something, and just make it like a shop chair. You know, maybe put some 2x4s to it and something like that. I don't know, just tinkering, getting bored. Yeah. So I'm just gonna throw on maybe a little time lapse or something, because you know, YouTube, copyright, music. I like to listen to music when I work, and yeah. So screw your copyright. You suck for that. I don't quite get it. I mean, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna mess around, see what we've come up with here. All right, so I got that upper bracket out because it was up in there pretty good. Got it tore it there too. So welding up in here and trying to hold it and all that was going to be a huge pain in the you know what. So plan was to get that out and try and weld this back, but look how far off it is. Just trying to, I guess, kind of set it back in place where it was. Oop, not even. So that's kind of, oh, it's tweaked pretty good, so I don't know. I'll just do the best I can, but I'm obviously going to grind some paint off, get set up for this. And then the other concern I have is, even if I get this kind of tacked back together, it's not going to be in line like it should be. So getting the holes to line up back in there once it's on might be difficult, but like I said, just kind of piddling around. It's just going to be a shop seat. If you get one bolt in there, good enough. Obviously, safety reasons, never going to go back in a car. So let's see what happens. Alright, well, there you have it. It is welded back in there. Whether it's straight or good enough to go on this back part, I guess we'll just have to find out. I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit, and then I will try and slide the top piece in there, and like I said, at least get one bolt in there. Be fine if you use it just for something to sit around on in the shop. So give me a minute here and we'll see if we can finish this whole thing off. All right, so I didn't think I had any casters, but then I remembered I did. So walked to the other garage, got them. So I got this sweet boggin on. Stole it from my son. These are actually just off of a dolly, like a moving dolly that I broke. So I was trying to come up with ways to make this work and put the wood on there. I was, considering just drill through that, whatever, but that's the slide, so then that can keep it from sliding, having the screws go through it. Trying to build like a platform or something to put them on, and was wanting to just like bolt them to it. So I don't know, I didn't really want to cut, modify, and hack and do too much of that, but realistically, what else do I have to do today? So my thoughts here are, obviously, like I said, no welding or anything on there. The way these are, this one is different. If they're all four the same, it would be a lot easier. Obviously I could do something like that, but it's at an angle, blah blah blah. Anyways, I'm kind of thinking about it, and the best solution I came up with so far is to just hack all these tabs off here and then flip them, tack them back in this way, so there's a little bit more of a footprint for these. So that would basically just flop to this side and weld in and be straight. So the caster itself has more bracing and something to sit on that would cover it, and then I would basically be welding the casters to that. And that's the route I believe I'm gonna go. Like I mentioned, this one is different. So I'm basically just gonna knock these three out, and then I'll just have to cut this one off and see how I can use this to make this one work. I guess the main thing would be to try and make them all as even as possible height wise, so it doesn't teeter-totter on me. How well that'll turn out, I don't know. But again, it's kind of just a seat that was gonna go in the trash can, or try and have a little fun with it and make it usable. So yeah, I guess let's get to cutting some shit. Alright, so I've got three of the casters, three of the four on there. I was using this for a ground. That's the oddball bracket. I think I've got them fairly level. I went off of just the slider and then the bracket there. I mean, the concrete isn't going to be exactly perfectly even anyways, so I think if you get them close, it should be okay. Once again, just kind of a goofy project. Surprised I haven't caught this thing on fire yet. A few little spots. You do have to be careful of that. Cutting, grinding, welding, all that good stuff. I probably need to get some more material and stuff to make this a little safer. I have my LS tore down over there that's junk, but there's still parts over here that I'm getting dust and crap all over, which isn't necessarily great either. But you only got so much bench space and places to put crap. So you either don't have enough room or you got too much crap. Maybe a little bit of both. Anyways, it's gonna take me a second to figure out where I want to cut this and how I want to make all this one and get that last one buttoned up. So yeah, once I get that figured out and on there, I'll check back with you. All right, there it is. Not too bad. It may need some supports in there if a larger person was gonna sit in it. Below the bracket, I could throw in there, but for me, of course, there's dust and dirt all over the place. It's nothing fancy. I'm sure it has flex. Like I said, you put 250 pounds in it or something. Maybe those brackets may bend on it a little bit. I may put something in there to keep that from happening. But as of right now, it's a comfy little shop seat. So, anyways, shop seat, snow. I'd say we probably got a good 6 inches of snow. Maybe 6 to 8, around the 6 end, I'd say. But it's still coming down. So, all right, that has it for me, for my project of the day, for some, pass some time, a little bit of entertainment. Time to clean up.